welcome back to another episode this week, and I really hope you enjoyed your Thanksgiving because I definitely enjoyed mine. I was really excited. My family was able to fly down, and I was really thankful for that because with this crazy year, you just never know what's gonna happen. So they were able to make it. They came in from New York. I showed them around. They really enjoyed themselves. And also, I have some family members that recently moved into the area of Texas, so I was able to spend Thanksgiving with them. So that was a really good feeling. So yeah, and that's why I was able to make the video last week. I was just so busy and just a lot of running around and a whole bunch was going on. So I am back this week because it is December, which means we only have a couple weeks left, or a few weeks to be exact, until the new year. So 2021 is around the corner, so we need to keep getting prepared to ensure that the end of 2021, we are in a better situation than we are now financially. So let's get into it. So if I were to come up to you and ask, what is your number in regards to the financial world, what do you think I'll be referring to? So just take 2 seconds. If someone, no, not someone, me, if I asked you, what's your number in regards to your finances, what do you think I'm referring to? And the answer is, I'm referring to what your monthly income is and what your fixed expenses are. I feel like these two numbers are some numbers that you definitely need to know. So if I ask you what's your monthly income, you should be able to tell me right off the bat what you have coming in, and also tell me right off the bat what your fixed expenses are. That's like your rent, your car insurance, your car payment, all that into one. Whatever that number is, I want you to be able to tell me that immediately. Because I feel like if you know these numbers right off the bat, you know exactly how much you have every single month, and it's easier to budget that way. The only way that this gets really tricky is if you have flexible hours at work, or also if you have your own business and the numbers fluctuate. But you want to be able to calculate these numbers as closely as you can. So for instance, let's use $48,000 that you have post-taxes as your annual income every single year. So for instance, I use 48,000 because it's a real easy number divided by 12. Now you have $4,000 coming in every single month. And out of that $4,000, 2,000 of that, 50% is going towards your fixed expenses. So now that leaves us with $2,000. So before the year even starts, you know that you make $48,000 post taxes. And once you take out your fixed expenses, you know for a fact you have $2,000 every single month, which is $24,000 for the year. So you have that number. So keep that number in your mind, and now you know what number you have to work with, and try to distribute that as smartly as, is that a word, smartly? Okay, so we have our $2,000 every single month after we paid off our fixed expenses. And yes, we do have other expenses, variable expenses that we call them, that we're gonna have to distribute our funds to. But before we get there, I wanna talk about how I distribute my funds or prepare my funds to be distributed. So for instance, save for all of 2021. I break that year up into quarters because I found that businesses, that's how they handle their finances. They have their quarterly financial reports that go out and they assess it, and then all of a sudden they make changes for the next quarter and so forth and so forth. So I tried that out this year, and it worked out really well. So I'm going to do it again next year. And I wanted to tell you guys, this is how I budget my finances. So from January to March is that quarter one. That's the very first quarter of the year. So at the end of March, the last day or last week, whenever you want to assess your finances, see where you're at. So here's my recommendation for quarter one. So I would promise myself at least 20%. Start off with 20% if you're new to trying to budget and trying to save a lot of your money. Promise yourself that you're going to save 20% of that $6,000 within those first 3 months. So that means you're supposed to have $1,200 left over in your savings or investments at the end of March. So once you hit that $1,200 and you feel good about it, then challenge yourself and just say, maybe I'll do 25% for quarter two, or 30%. So if you promise yourself 30%, when April starts, you're going to put down 30%, and that's $1,800. So now at the end of, you have April, May, and June. So the end of June, you want to have additional $1,800 added to your savings and investments, because that's your 30%. So now in total, just between the first half of the year, you're now at $3,000. And once you break it up like that, it seems more attainable and easier to get to versus trying to just budget here and there and this month and then maybe not next month but the month after because I have things to do. But if you put it in different sections, quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, you find that the process is a lot easier. And also, it doesn't seem so strenuous because by November of 2021, you're going to look back and say, where did all my money go that I promised myself I was going to keep? So this keeps you on track. So also you want to look holistically at all of your quarters before the year starts as well. So as you can see here, I have quarter two and I have quarter four. Both of these quarters are color coded because these are 2 quarters where I won't save as much due to having a lot of extra plans like trips and weddings and things like that I have going on next year. So these 2 quarters is where I won't save as much. So what I have to do is in quarter one and quarter three, I'll find myself saving a lot more than usual just to make up for the quarter two and quarter four. And that doesn't mean you do not save anything in quarter two and quarter four. I will still be saving. Just the amount that I'm saving will be a little less because I have other things to put the money towards and things like that. Because you don't want to just sit in your house and just worry about budgeting 24/7. You're going to drive yourself crazy. You have to treat yourself sometimes. And that's what I'm definitely doing next year because it's been a really long year and I'm eager to just get out and travel a little bit more, the safe way, of course, and yeah, and just vibe a little bit in this world. Okay, so that's enough budget talk for today. Also, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe below. And I'm excited for Christmas. I'm trying to put together a good Christmas video, and hopefully I can vlog a little bit at home. But stay tuned. I'll let you know if my family's up to it or not. But I am definitely going to keep the videos coming this month because I have a lot to say because we have to get prepared for the new year. It's really, really important to start it off in the right way so you're not playing catch up in March, April, August, September. So you want to be right on track when January begins on the new year. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.